Today's video is going to be a story time about my first bad experience as a cashier. So let's get right into it. So obviously I work as a cashier right now. I'm seasonal and I was working till closing. Everything was going smooth. It was a little bit slow that day because obviously it's like 6 o'clock at night and the weather was kind of bad. So I'm checking out people. I get a rush. It's fine. I get through it. And then this couple comes up and they're like this nice, sweet, elderly couple, or so I thought. So I get their purchases in. They've got small purchases. It's obvious it's going to be a gift for someone. And so that man, the husband, asks me, "Can you break a 20?" This part right here is my fault. I usually have dealt with people who ask me, can they break a 20? And I'll automatically punch it in because they end up giving me a 20. He asked, and I said, yes, we can. So I punched in the $20 into the computer, and I was waiting for him to give me the money. So he gives me the money, and the cash register pops open, and I look down, and it's only $10. So now I'm freaking out because I'm fairly new to this job. I've never worked in retail previous to this, and this was after 3 weeks of working. So I, use the walkie-talkie to call a manager, and the manager's like, no problem. You just have to make sure you give them back the proper change so your register will come out as even at the end of the night. So I go to give them, and the couple immediately flips the switch. They go from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. They're like, we gave you 20. I'm like, no, you gave me 10. They're getting rowdy. They want the manager, so I call on my walkie-talkie. I get the manager. She comes over. She's like, when I walked up, she had a 10 in her hand. You did not give her a 20. The woman goes ballistic. She flips because I had already bagged up their items. This was supposed to be a simple transaction. She flips the bag over the, we have a table that our computers sit on. So she flips the bag over the table. She's like, I don't want this shit. Take it. Blah, 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 blah. And she's like fussing. She's like, I'm not leaving this spot until I get my money. I'm not leaving at all. So my manager is explaining to her over and over again the same thing. When I came up, she had a 10. You didn't give her a 20. She got confused and put 20 in when she should have put 10. And I'm sitting here the whole time because they're asking me the same thing, what money did we give you? And I'm like, you gave me a 10. And they're yelling. They want their money back. They're not going to leave until they get their money back. The line is building up. Eventually someone from the floor has to jump in and take another register because they would not leave. So they're yelling, and they tell my manager they want her to count the register. So she counts the register the first time, and the register comes up minus 5 cents. So it's obvious they didn't give me a 20. So they said they want the manager to check the register again because they know they gave me a 20. So she checks it again, and this time the woman is like, no, I want you to do it slow. I want to see every bill. I'm counting with you because I don't believe that we gave her a 10. We know we gave her a 20. She has a 20. We did not give her 10. And so my manager counts it again, and she's kind of wait, slow down. I want to see you as you count it. So my manager's like, ma'am, I don't have to slow down. I know how to count. So she's counting the change in the register, and she's like, it's coming up minus 5 cents. So you couldn't give her a 10. So she tells her that the only person that can reimburse is the top manager. She's not here right now, but she'll be in first thing in the morning, and they can call and she will review the tapes and she will see what I did. If I did wrong, they'll get their money back. Or if they didn't give me a 20, they gave me a 10. Um, then she's just gonna call them and tell them that, and like get them off the phone or whatever. And so I was sitting here nervous. I remember spending the whole rest of my transactions that night, and all of the night when I got home into the next morning because I was off of work that morning. I remember just having this panic because, like I said, this is my first job in retail. This is the first major problem I'm running into, and I'm like, I'm going to get fired. Why did I not check the bill first before I entered it into the computer? I'm gonna get fired. I'm just freaking out. So anyway, I get a call the next morning to come in and cover someone's shift. So I'm breathing a sigh of relief. I'm like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And then what I found out was that the head manager of the store, she reviewed the tapes, and in my hand was the $10 bill the whole time. They hadn't given me a 20, and it seemed as if they were talking in circles around me and trying to trip me up so that they could get an extra $10. And that is my first crazy experience as a cashier. I just never thought that I would see people the way I do now. It's like I see people in a new light working the cash register because they look like your typical grandma and grandpa, like who would spend weekends with you, give parents the break, let you do whatever you wanted, and then they just flip to like irate, throwing things over the counter. It was crazy. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this from me, subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I upload that content. And until next time, bye.